We're going to reconvene the general meeting. Will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Ms. Ewers, for leading that. And just so you know, I'm not making a political statement. I just can't stand, so. All right, so Ms. Trejo and Mr. Limon are both absent today, and Ms. Ewers is joining us via phone, so we do have quorum, no worries. Item 401, approval modification of minutes for the October 18th governing board meeting. Did I miss
So
three?
moved.
Oh, wait, sorry, hold on. I skipped one. Oh, I see it. 302, approval of agenda. May I have a motion to approve it?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Ewers and seconded by Mr. Miller. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Item passes. 401, approval modification minutes for the October 18th governing board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Ewers and seconded by Mr. Miller. That's going to be throughout the night, so I'm not going to say it every time. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item 501, approval of consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Item passes. All right, that's all consent. And now 601.
Madam President, we have Mr. McGinney.
Didn't mean to overlook you. I apologize.
It's no problem. It's always a coin toss, isn't it? All right. Thank you, Madam President, members of the board, Dr. Driscoll. I'd like to highlight an individual that you approved on the personnel summary this evening. Tonight, you approved Dr. Gwyneth Marr to the position of Chief of Employee Experience, and I'll share a little bit about her background. Gwen earned her doctorate in urban leadership from the University of Illinois, a master's degree in educational leadership from Concordia University, and a bachelor's degree in physical education and psychology from Albion College in Michigan. Gwen brings an extensive background in education. She has served most recently as Director of Curriculum and Innovation. She has also served in the capacity of Principal, Culture and Climate Coordinator, Assistant Principal, Dean of Students, and Teacher. Those who know Gwen have shared that she possesses a remarkable depth of knowledge in curriculum, educational systems, staff development, and principal leadership. Her unwavering dedication, curriculum expertise, and outstanding interpersonal skills make her an exceptional educational leader. She is excited to be part of the elementary school district and ready to assist the district in reaching the goals and objectives of the TD3 strategic plan. We welcome Dr. Gwyneth Marr to TD3. Congratulations.
Madam President, members of the board, Dr. Driscoll, it is a great honor to stand before you this evening, and I am very humbled to accept this position. Thank you for the approval. To be honest, I am beyond thankful that you chose me, that the team chose me, that Dr. Driscoll chose me, and also I want to share with you that I chose you. I am very impressed with the Tempe Elementary School District. I did a lot of research. I've watched many of your board meetings. I also studied your strategic plan in detail. And what I was most impressed by was your desire to create students as self-confident advocates. I think when we create advocates, once they leave our four walls of a school and we empower them to be community builders, we have done our job. Test scores matter, yes, but creating great humans matters more. And it is clear that your district is focused on that. I want to thank Mike, Brittany, Nancy, Eric, Cindy, and Dr. Driscoll for welcoming me the other day. The interview, I'm not going to lie, I was sweating. But it was also a remarkable experience where we shared ideas. They listened, and I was able to hear from them. Whew, what a remarkable group of people. And again, that's why I come here, honored and humbled. So thank you very, very much. I'm excited to be a part of the team. Yeah. Yes. So I'd like to introduce a few amazing people. So the four amazing women here are actually my team from Pendergast. I have Dr. Flister, my coordinator of professional development. I have Julia Soto, my English language coordinator. I have Dr. Catherine Linhart, my STEAM and Tech integration coordinator, and also over science, it's duties as assigned. And then I have, oh, here's his long. I have Kelsey Pennington, who is my ELA and social studies coordinator and all things Mauer. I wouldn't be here today without them. They are a remarkable team, and I love them very much. And then, of course, the most important person in my life is my husband, Carl Marr. He's back there. And I just want to thank him for his unwavering support and for telling me the things that I need to hear, not what I want to hear. Thank you.
And Mr. Marr, I would tell you that husbands are always last at our meetings to get announced. So you're most important, but you're last. So just want to throw that out there.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGinney. Do you have anybody else? I apologize for that again. And I do believe that I listed my husband last as well. I just realized that. We still love you. All right, item 601, Celebrate Excellence. Dr. Driscoll.
And I should tell you guys, if you want to leave, you can leave. You can listen to this great Celebrate Excellence, but it won't hurt our feelings if you leave. All right. Ben, you got me queued up? There we go. Last week, Maricopa County School Superintendent Steve Watson visited kindergartens in Charmaine Commiserate's class. It took me like 5 hours trying to say that name right. Mr. Watson read a picture book to students titled Jabari Jumps. At the end of the reading, Mr. Watson surprised the class with their own copy of the book. Thank you to Governing Board Member Eric Miller, Assistant Superintendent Mike Mangini, and Chief of Staff Brittany Franklin for attending this event. Frank, second graders recently participated in a fun, fall-themed art project. Students first learned about pumpkins during a reading activity. They then wrote a story about the first time they carved a pumpkin at home and did a math problem with pumpkins. Students were then surprised with a pumpkin painting art activity. Parents joined in on the learning and fun. Thank you to Frank Elementary for building community by encouraging family involvement. October was National Principals Month. Please join us in honoring our incredible principals who enthusiastically lead our TD3 schools. Their commitment and dedication to our students, staff, and families is truly inspiring. For all that they do to help students and staff excel to reach their full potential and to help them believe and achieve their dreams, we say thank you. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank our incredible partners who are making donations to TD3. Specifically, Arizona STEM Acceleration Project, Rack Room Shoes, I gotta say this, Lakahi Teams, United Healthcare, the City of Tempe, Artistic Landscaping, the Undy Chest, Thrive Prevention, and Sun Produce Co-op for their donations totaling more than $75,000 for our students and staff. And that concludes my Celebrate Excellence for this board meeting.
Thank you very much, Dr. Driscoll. I think that list of donations is one of our biggest ones. So
Yes, and I'd be remiss to not thank Michelle Grimaldi and her work of getting all these partners. But yeah, she's kicking butt, and we have another big one, hopefully in the next board meeting that we will share with you as well.
Excellent. Looking forward to it. Thank you. We have no blue cards tonight, so we're going to skip item 701. 801, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JFABDA, admission of students in foster care. So just a reminder to everybody who's listening, we've already gone through first read. Several questions were answered that time around. This is just second read. So if there's any suggestions or further questions about it, now's the time to bring it up. Any questions from the board?
Not here.
Okay. So may I have a motion to approve?
I would like to approve that we approve 8.01, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JFABDA, admission of students in foster care.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Item passes. 802, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JK, student discipline. Not just kidding.
No question.
No. Okay. May I have a motion?
I would like to motion to approve 8.02, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JK, student discipline.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Item passes. 803, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JKD, student suspension.
No question.
Okay, may I have a motion?
I would like to move that we approve 8.03, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JKD, student suspension.
Second.
All in favor, excuse me? Aye.
Aye.
Item passes. 804, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JKE, expulsion of students.
No questions.
May I have a motion?
I motion to approve 8.04, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JKE, expulsion of students.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item passes. 805, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JLH, missing students.
No questions.
And just to clarify, we were explained last time that missing students is the reporting of students, right, to law enforcement, excuse me. All right, may I have a motion for this one?
I'd like to motion that we approve 8.05, second review and adoption of proposed changes to governing board policy JLH, missing students.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Item passes. Item 806, this is first review, so we will not be voting on this. Discussion and first review of proposed changes to governing board policy BCB, board member conflict of interest. Are there any questions about this one?
No questions.
No.
Okay. Then item 807, discussion and first review of proposed changes to governing board policy BDA, board organizational meeting. So just if I recall correctly from our ASBA legislative update, this is the one that says that the organization of the board must be taking place in the month of January instead of on the first meeting in January. Is that accurate?
That is correct.
Yes,
Okay.
that is.
Any questions about that? A little bit more flexibility on that one? Okay.
No questions.
Item 808, discussion and first review of proposed changes to governing board policy BE, school board meetings.
No questions.
I do have a question about this. Why exactly was this one changed? Do you know?
President Windsor, members of the board, this was based on an issue, I believe, that arose from not just school board meetings, I believe, but all public meetings where boards were preventing members from the public necessarily from attending by deliberately choosing smaller venues. So this is saying that you'll provide a large enough room based on the anticipated crowd. The other part of this is that you are required now to post the start time when you will allow people to access the public space unless it's an online only meeting.
Okay, so just for clarification, it doesn't mean that we need to change our boardroom. It just means that we need to ensure there's adequate seating.
Yes, and also there's a specific, if you have a regular meeting room such as our boardroom, you are not required to remove to a different space.
Okay. And I think in the past, when we anticipated large crowds, we have an overflow room as well. So we're more than covered. All right, see no other questions or comments. Let's move to 809. Discussion and first review of proposed changes to governing board policy BEDA, notification of board meetings.
No question.
All right, item 810, discussion and first review of proposed changes to governing board policy BEDB, agenda.
No question.
No, okay. And then that's it of our first reads. Item 901, student activity report for September 2023. Were there any questions about the student activity report? There rarely are. Okay. Then item 1001, board members' points of information. We are clicking through this. Mr. Miller, please.
Thank you, Madam President. As Dr. Driscoll indicated in Celebrate Excellence, I was there for the Mr. Watson's Book Club thing last week, and I just want to say it was really neat, a lot of fun. I don't know if you know this, but 5 and 6-year-olds, but they're very energetic and enthusiastic and take every pause in a story as an opportunity to get involved in the story and interject, and it was just a lot of fun. And so I just want to thank Mike McGinney and Brittany Franklin and Mrs. C, as she says she's allowed to be called, and Principal Lebowitz for showing me around the campus afterwards and seeing all the murals at Scales. That was really cool. So
That would have been good information about 10 minutes earlier to tell me as I stressed all night trying to process. Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you, Mr. Miller. I think I would have loved to just see you interacting with the kids. Ms. Ewers, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I'd just like to thank you, Madam President. I'd just like to thank everyone who worked on trunk or treats this week and helping the schools with all the fun holiday activities. It takes an army to put these events on, and the teachers stayed late in our schools, and parents came out, and our vendors in the community came out to support us. And they all looked like they were highly successful. I enjoy seeing the pictures and the posts. And I just want to thank everybody for making it special for our kids.
Thank you, Ms. Ewers. And the only thing I want to add for tonight is I was super appreciative of the study session. I think it started some great conversations, and it's going to lead us on a path that's going to be further bolstering our district. So thank you for those who made sure it happened, and I'm looking forward to having more conversations about it. Item 1101, announcements of upcoming events. There will be an agenda committee meeting on Wednesday, November 8th at 11 a.m. Veterans Day will be observed on Friday, November 10th. All schools and district offices will be closed. The next regularly scheduled governing board meeting will take place on Wednesday, November 15th at 7 p.m. with a study session beginning at 5:30 here in the Karen Arredondo Governing Boardroom. The Thanksgiving holiday will be Wednesday, November 22nd. Do not send your kids to school on Wednesday, through Friday, November 24th. All schools and district offices will be closed. The ASBA 66th Annual Conference will be December 6th through the 8th at the JW Marriott Desert Ridge Resort. The State of the City address will be Friday, December 8th from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Omni Tempe Hotel at ASU. The Geneva Epps Mosley Middle School ribbon cutting ceremony will be Thursday, November 14th at 10:30 a.m. with a community open house from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Mosley Middle School. And the Tempe Elementary Love Your Heart 5K sponsored by TEEA will be held Saturday, February 17th at 8 a.m. Mr. Miller, are you going to register? Yes. Black shirts this year at Kiwanis Park. So make sure you are ready to go. Okay, with that, item 1201, adjournment. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Madam President, I'd like to, what am I trying to say? I'd like to adjourn this meeting.
second.
All in favor?
Thank you, guys.
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting is adjourned.